Beneath a sky that never sleeps, a silence waits to be broken. The snow lies still, but nothing is safe. For this is the Arctic, where beauty is a trap and stillness hides the teeth of a world without mercy. Here, survival is not a moment, but a war waged with patience. And in this frozen crucible, some will hunt. Some will fall, and a few will endure. Welcome to the wild Arctic, where weakness is not forgiven. The Arctic is not merely a place. It is a silence made visible. A boundless cathedral of wind and white, where the land holds its breath beneath blankets of snow, and time walks slowly, frozen into every flake. Here, where warmth is fleeting and mercy is rare, lives are being sculpted from hunger and patience. The polar bear. He is not just a predator, he is a presence. His kingdom lies beneath his feet, yet it shifts with every sunrise. The bear listens, not with ears, but with instinct sharpened by generations. Above, the bear waits, unmoving, unblinking, a statue of muscle and snow. Sometimes the seal rises, and in a single heartbeat, the silence is shattered. Claws find flesh. Hunger finds its end. The ice claims its sacrifice. But often, the ice wins. The seal slips away like a whisper, vanishing into depths the bear cannot follow. The paw strikes air, the stillness resumes, but now it is heavier. And when the seal sleeps on drifting ice, the bear does not rush. He disappears. Beneath the water, he glides, breath held, eyes fixed, a phantom cloaked in silence. Closer, closer, until ice and fur are but inches apart. And before fear can rise, the hunt is already over. While the males battle for power, the female guards something far more fragile. By her side, two cubs, small, untested, unaware of the dangers that wear the same coat as she does. In times of scarcity, a male may turn on cubs that are not his own, not from cruelty, but from a code written deep within the blood. By ending the bond between mother and young, he opens the way for her to mate again. It is nature's harsh arithmetic where instinct moves ahead of mercy. the moment breaks, and the cubs live to walk another day. But not always. Sometimes the threat does not roar. It approaches quietly, wearing the same white coat. In polar bears, reproduction follows a cold logic. A male may end the lives of cubs he did not sire, not from rage, but to awaken the female cycle once more. It is not cruelty, but a pattern etched in the bone, older than choice. When she cannot stop him, the silence that follows carries weight. Yet still she moves forward, not because she forgets, but because in this land, grief must give way to survival. When the sea grows empty, the bear turns to land. Not by choice, but hunger. He wanders over rocks and tundra, searching for scraps left behind by wind and tide. With each day, the hunger deepens, and the distance between strangers fades with it. For in the absence of prey, the greatest threat may come from another bear. These are not quick fights. They are tests of strength, and who will walk away? Two males cross paths, not as travelers, but as rivals. Not for revenge, not for pride, for something, anything, to justify the fight that's about to begin. Even the victor limps away, bloodied, because in this kingdom of ice, no battle comes without a cost. Farther inland, where the ice gives way to tundra and the sun barely crests the horizon, another predator moves with silent resolve, the Arctic wolf. Smaller than his southern cousins, but more enduring. The Arctic hare, quick and restless. It vanishes in flashes of white, leaving only a trail of warmth beneath the surface. The wolves give chase, not always to catch, but to learn. Every failed pursuit sharpens the next. Every breath spent is an investment in the one that comes after. When winter deepens and the wind grows sharper, even the lone wolf must aim higher. The caribou is built for distance, swift, tireless, tuned to the rhythm of escape. But no stride is perfect forever. One slip, one falter, and the hunter finds his opening. The chase stretches wide, through gusts, across ridges, over ice cracked by time and speed. And when the gap closes, the balance shifts. And when the herds grow heavier and speed gives way to resistance, the wolf meets one of the tundra's oldest defenses. The musk ox does not flee. It gathers a wall of wool and will, with the calves held close and the air thick with warning. But winter wears all things down, and when the snow lies deep and the cold steals certainty from even the strongest legs, a single misstep is all it takes. What follows is not a celebration, but a stillness carved from cold. In the silence after the chase, breath returns, not as victory, but as permission to go on. For in this land, even survival leaves no warmth behind. Beneath the snowdrifts, unseen to the giants of the land, lives a smaller hunter, swift, cunning, and tireless. The Arctic fox. Barely 10 pounds, yet built for a world that punishes the slightest flaw. His coat thickens in winter to the color of snow, so white he leaves only whispers behind. He listens for prey beneath the ice. At the faintest sound, he leaps. A perfect arc into the snow, blind but precise. A hunter of sound, not sight. But the Subnivian world is not always generous. And when its pulse slows, the fox must look elsewhere. He follows the steps of giants, trailing polar bears across the ice, hoping for scraps left behind. Science calls him an opportunist, but in truth, he is a realist, for success favors those who bend before they break in the Arctic. The fox does not chase glory. He survives in the margins, quick, quiet, and unrelenting. Strength in the Arctic wears many forms, and for the musk ox, it is worn in silence until challenged. Though they graze in herds and rarely seek confrontation, the bulls are not strangers to conflict. When the rut begins, as summer slips away, dominance must be earned, not assumed. They do not roar. They do not chase. They lower their heads and collide. These battles decide more than pride. They shape access to mates. They test age against youth, strength against strategy. And in a land where every birth is a risk, Nature grants no legacy without struggle. So the bulls fight, not out of rage, but out of purpose. Each impact echoes with generations to come. Where the fox weaves through snow and shadow, another hunter waits above, the snowy owl. From her perch she watches. With eyes like Arctic firelight, she reads the land in stillness, then acts in silence. Her wings stretch wide, but do not warn. Only the moment, and then the strike. She hunts what she sees. Lemmings in the frost, hares among the scrub. Every kill is swift, decisive. There is no second attempt. She is not the largest, nor the most feared, but few are as exact or as enduring. And in a world carved by ice, ruled by force, sometimes survival belongs not to the strongest, but to the one who sees first and wastes nothing. The Arctic is no wasteland. It is a cathedral of cold, carved not in stone, but in struggle. And within that struggle, life endures. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. See you in the next wildlife story.